Hello, my name is Caden, and this is the Ripley project. Welcome. I can't believe I'm recording this now. It's been like kind of a week of me being so ill to the point of not being able to record any of this. I don't know, let's get it out of the way first. I'm still ill. As you can tell, I'm still really sniffly and croaky, and you're probably just going to have to deal with that for this episode. But yeah, I've just been so excited to play this, and I just haven't let myself experience it until I can record it. I don't think I explained very well, actually, the whole reason behind this, even though that was the point, or my whole reason behind making this. But I just want to make nostalgic Minecraft content, and I think this mod essentially is like my little ticket to that, my little key. I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to play it, but I want to capture my reaction to playing it, and there's a lot of really cool stuff that I've seen. First of all, as well, I don't want to be redirecting everyone to like a different YouTube video than the one that you're watching now, but there's a video by a guy called Bingus Chondo, and I quote, he introduced me to the ReIndev mod. This is how I found out about it. I saw his video first, and it was really interesting. It just covers a bunch of the new features. It basically just says what I essentially repeated and paraphrased from that video without realizing it, which is the mod is kind of about the discovery, the fear and the fun of beta and old school Minecraft that everyone kind of collectively agrees maybe isn't all there in the newer versions. Yeah, so I think you can already tell by the title screen this mod's like pretty different. I'm really excited to get into it actually, but the music as well already is like transcendent. I know I used this in the video before. This is the Aether music, or like the mod from the original Aether mod, I believe. Or sorry, the music from the original Aether mod. Yeah, dude, it's so good. It like kind of captures exactly what this is about, which is that like new experience. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but yeah, let's just start. Let's create a world. Create a new world. Oh yeah, so admittedly, I'm going to name this the Ripley Project. And let's add a little smiley face, why not? So admittedly, yeah, I have played this already. What should my seed be? Let's just let it generate the seed for us. I don't want to interfere with that. We'll let that happen. It can be what it wants. But yeah, let's just create the world. And here we are. It's quite weird. We've spawned on this island here with this one bush. So yeah, this is Minecraft ReIndev. Admittedly, I've played 2 worlds so far, both of which I've died. But just to get used to it and to see what like the world generation and stuff is like. So the only things I've learned about this mod so far, really, are number 1, obviously there's no sprinting. The biggest change immediately you can tell is probably the keys in the bottom left. Which is pretty weird. They're quite easy to turn off in the options, but I thought I'll leave them on for a minute. Yeah, no hunger. There's obviously some UI changes. This is my Minecraft skin. I think the main change for me that I really care about is if you watch me mine some blocks here quickly. Just look at the top middle of the screen, and you'll see. There you go. My little score changes. I've got a score bar. And these points go up every time you mine or place a block, or I think craft something as well, so you'll see. And yeah, I think that's really cool, the way it just adds up. And yeah, in that video I mentioned earlier by Bingus Chondo, I just like saying his name, he mentions this score and sort of explains how it kind of makes the game feel more like an arcade game. And I think it's a way better way of like, it's a good incentive to not wanting to die, because it's just a number that is increasing. Yeah, it's just useful. My score is already 46 from over-explaining the point system while placing those sand blocks. So the second main thing that I think is really cool is, and he mentions it in the video as well, but the leaf particles, when you break leaf blocks, it's just really nice. And yeah, it's just cool. And it's kind of realistic. I like it. So yeah, I think first, I like that we have this little spawn island, but I think first we need to swim our way over to the mainland. So yeah, as I said, the 2 things I mainly discovered when I first played through this was 1, I tried to kill a sheep for wool, and when I punched it, I'll show you this soon, but when I punched it, it just dropped the wool, so you don't need shears. The second one, I had a golden apple drop from a decaying tree. What's this? This looks like a swamp biome. And those weren't around in these olden days, I don't think. Here you go, if I punch the sheep, the wall pops off. I just thought that was a cool feature. That and the golden apple. I mean, I didn't know that was possible, but I guess it's just super rare in Minecraft ReIndev. But yeah, I thought it was very cool. And yeah, so this is our world now. This is where we're going to start off. This is cool. This is exciting. So the other thing that really excites me is water has a new noise when you're close by, and so does the forest. So just listen to some of this ambience, and oh, that's a bit deadly. That hole. You, sir, are going to fall into the cave. Just listen to the birds and the sounds of this forest because it's so cool. Like it feels like this was in the original game when I played it when I was younger. Like it's so weirdly nostalgic. It just fits right in. So have a listen. So yeah, I just think it's like, I think it's so nice. I think it fits so well, and it adds to this weird like. Although the world looks less realistic, like I'd argue, like modern Minecraft looks it's all very shaded well, and the lighting's really smooth, and you know it definitely looks more realistic than what this game looks like. But in the same way, I think this is more realistic, in that these sounds are just so nice. And although you know what to expect, it's like, hello pig. It's just a new experience. It's just a bit different. So that's what I like about it. I'm going to stop blabbering now because I think I really need to build a house. That was very loud. I wasn't expecting sheep eating to be that loud. This is a nice seed. I'm not used to the swamp biome. The other two worlds that I've played, and I promise I really haven't played much, but I died in sinking sand was the main thing. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it's just slightly darker sand. I think that's some of it there actually, but I was so confused and absolutely not paying attention to the fact I was sinking, and I just died. Yeah, and then the other world, I think I died to a spider, but I didn't want to see much of the like nighttime mechanics, so I didn't play for very long. I just sort of died, and then all this floating water, and there's some coal down there. I feel like maybe that's important. Maybe I'll grab that. Okay, this will be the first thing that I kind of do and get up to. So I'm going to make a crafting table and some sticks. I was kind of hoping it would be called a crafting bench, because that's just how I remember it, and I felt like they changed the name, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so let's make a little wooden pickaxe. I think wood pickaxes can mine coal, but I might be mistaken. Let's see, does the water flow if I update it? Ah, yes, it does. Yeah, I don't want to spend too long down here in the caves, but I think it's important I get some coal, and yeah, just so I have something for torches, because I think in this version you can die to mobs in the night. Like you can, if it's not lit up, you'll have nightmares and you wake up, and I remember that being in Pocket Edition. But yeah, let's just get some coal, and I'm going to get a couple of these blocks so I can at least make some food if I need it as well. I need a furnace. There we go, that should be enough. The caves seem pretty big in this, but yeah, it's kind of scary. I'm not really looking to mess with those too much at the moment. I really like these flowers on the lily pads, they're cool. That's a very nice change. Kind of like crystals, weirdly. Okay, I'm liking over here. I think this is nice. See, that's what I got to be careful of, because I almost walked into that. Yeah, I'm not too big of a fan of this swampy biome. I think maybe just this here, this very. Oh, that's the other thing is. I'm sorry, pig. I have to do this. Oh, that's sad, isn't it? But no other mobs drop food. It's just pigs. Yeah, it's just sad. Like I don't want to have to kill the pigs, but it's something you have to do. Okay, it's getting dark. Let's really quickly. Let's mine enough wood to build a basic house. Okay, let's build here. Why not? I think this is a nice... yeah, let's build in this little section. I like this. This is going to be a very basic house. I'm just going to warn you. That is a creeper in the cave, which is absolutely not what we're looking for right now. Okay. We're going to have to act kind of quick and just start to light some of this up. This is good though. I'm excited to kind of get this started now and have some kind of baseline for what this world is going to become. Oh, that old door sound really takes me back. Yeah, let's just build a roof. We've done this so many times before. Oops, I didn't mean to place that. Okay, we have our shelter. It's a little bit scary out here. I kind of am not enjoying it very much. Yeah, we have our little house. Let's go in and we can craft a bed, and then we can sort of continue with what we're getting up to. This is exciting though. This is good. We got some mobs outside. I think I can hear them. But yeah, let's rest our heads. Wow, that feels so much more safe. Like hearing the birds again. Like wake up. Okay, there are some dying mobs around. I'm looking forward to doing, I think, a bit of exploring today. I think I need to look at some. The cows are so loud. I need to look at getting some more resources so we can really get started on an actual base. Because this is great. Don't get me wrong. I love this tiny house, but it's not really doing it for me right now. And I think it's going to be more important. I mean, it's good to have this shelter, but I think it's a lot more important that we find somewhere more permanent to live. There's not too many options. Okay, we have our first creeper. So, another thing that I haven't mentioned, we are actually doing quite well for resources. Maybe I should make a furnace next so we have some food. The other thing I forgot to mention is if I press the F key, but if I press F, here we go, the fog comes in. So this is basically the equivalent to render distance. And it's kind of nice, like it's quite comforting, but also it does turn a little bit more like a horror game with all this fog, and it's a little bit eerie, but we can go full render distance, no fog, but obviously the performance, oh god, you can tell it kind of struggles, so we'll keep it here. This is a good medium, and yeah, let's make our furnace, and we will figure out what else we're going to build. Okay, this actually feels very exciting. It's so weird to go back and like just be doing this like traditional Minecraft stuff. Like I'm so used to, I don't know, all of the like preparation that goes into beating the Ender Dragon or all this stuff in the newer game, and it's just like it's cool because none of that's here. You don't need to do that here. But I guess I need a mine, right? Maybe I'll build that here. So I think let's build a shovel, craft a shovel. Sorry, even. I can't believe my score is already so high. That's what's pretty crazy to me. So while I'm mining this cave, I'll just talk a little bit about what my intentions are for this series, a little bit, because I feel like I didn't explain it too well in the introduction. This series, basically, my main objectives right now are shelter and resources, because there's a lot I want to do. And I think I really want to build the classic kind of like cities and towns that me and my cousins would build on the Pocket Edition version when I was younger. That's just so nostalgic to me. We'd build like loads of like supermarkets and like all this like crazy stuff, and I really want to build that here. I want to have like a whole town going on. yeah, I just think that's exciting. My pickaxe has broken now. That's going to be enough stone though for a minute, for sure. It does always get a little bit sad, like playing like old versions. I don't know why. It's just time kind of freezes a bit, and like this music playing, man, it's getting me in my feels. But it's really weird. Like it's so stupid that a game about squares can make you actually. Do you know what I mean? You start to miss something a little bit. But it's also really exciting because there's so much now in this game. Or sorry, in the new version of the game, that it just becomes a little bit. Dude, look, another. So, when I first played this, the cows love to get stuck in the sinking sand. And the sheep is worrying. It's okay. The sun's going to be alright. Oh my god, they're so loud. See, it's so ambient and nice, and then the sheep starts eating grass, and it's like the loudest thing ever. Anyway, I was saying, the new version of the game has so many features that it starts to get a little bit samey. And that sounds really backwards, like, it doesn't really sound like that makes a huge amount of sense. But it does, you kind of lose the will to make stuff and to play it because there's just like, it's all about like villager trading and getting the best armor and getting this and that. Whereas I feel like this game definitely levels that out a little bit more. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking about the modern game now because I don't really care about it too much. I think part of the reason I wanted to make this series was because I feel like I'm falling out of love with Minecraft a little bit. I don't really have any reason to play it. But this just captured me. This just seemed really cool. So let's plant our seeds, because I think I want to have some kind of pig farm at some point. That's the only seed I have. Ah, I can make bone meal. They have a weird texture in this. Oh, look, it oh god, that's weird. That is weird to get used to. Oh, look. Okay. I got some carrot seeds and I got a potato. This is really good news. So it's funny that they've added potatoes back into this. I mean, let's grow them both. Why not? But yeah, it's funny they've chosen to add potatoes and carrots when those definitely weren't in the game until, I want to say like 1.6, like around when the horses were added. That's so weird. I mean, we haven't really got that much else to do at the moment. What I'll do now is I'll level up my house a little bit. We'll use some logs. We'll kind of get it to look a little bit more like a decent Minecraft house. But once we've done that, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. But at the moment, like for this episode, I just wanted to kind of acknowledge. I wonder if I can place logs sideways. Okay, I can. Cool. But I just wanted to acknowledge a lot of the really exciting and cool features that are in this version of the game, and there's a lot about the game now that kind of doesn't feel so experimental or weird. So it's just been really fun to talk about some of the stuff I like about this mod, and yeah, and just have a look at it. I mean, it's kind of nice that it's turning to nighttime now. It feels like a good end. But yeah, as I said, I think this series is going to be a bit of a slow burn. I've done a lot of recording. I've probably been recording for about an hour, so I'm really going to want to try and cut this down so it's interesting enough and not like I'm super like blabbering on about everything. It's going to start off slow, but I think as the episodes come out, I'm going to be doing more and more each episode because I'm going to have access to hear that music. What are the chances? This is a great ending. Like I said, this series is just going to be burning slow. As more episodes come out, I'm going to be making more and more as I have access to more resources and I learn more about this version of the game. But this episode for me was just about acknowledging some of the nostalgia and some of the stuff I really like about original or traditional or old school, whatever you want to call it, Minecraft, and this mod seems to capture that. Okay, anyway, this has been the Ripley Project. Thanks for watching episode 1, and hopefully I'll see you soon for episode 2. Okay, thank you, goodbye.